today. Welcome, welcome on in. Do thumbs up, the chat. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. You can share the chat as well. We're gonna be chit-chatting. um, I was looking to see the effects I had on here. I got some sparkly effects on here right now. I'm I'm reading a new book. I'm reading Iron Flames. Oh my goodness. I wanted to come on live stream and announce that I had begun reading Iron Flames at least twice since I began reading Iron Flames. Uh, yeah, twice. I've held myself back from coming on here. However, today is a new day, and here we are with said big announcement. If I had not have told you guys wouldn't have known that I didn't come home. What I just said. I like it. I like how it starts. I am reading the um regular book. No graphic novel yet. I'm not reading that because I think the graphic novel leaves out um like the beginning book. I like to read the book from the beginning. Um I think it's in the epilogue. It's either in the epilogue or it's before the epilogue is the part that I enjoy the most out of the whole book. Like it sets the book up. This book, okay, maybe it's gonna be some spoiler alerts. Yeah, it might be some spoiler alerts. This book sets up the book at the very beginning, and it says like this is real. And I just love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love who did that? The author. I love that the author was like, this is some real going down. And I'm like, oh yeah, baby, let's go. Okay. I love it. I love it. She like, look, this is real. This ain't she. And she didn't make it like a joke, like, oh, fantasy type thingy. Like she wasn't riding the fence, and she did that in the previous book as well. She was like, this is real, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm for it, I'm like, oh, I'm for it. That's what my okay was about. So in this book, she does the same thing. She's like, this is real. Ain't nothing fantasy about it. Like, I'm just like, yes. So a couple of things happen. Um it kind of has a different tone a little bit. Just because, and I think this is why it has a different tone. It's because hold on before I go. Well, okay. So I want to tell y'all about the quote, but I guess I won't spoil it. Well, whatever. If I spoil it, I spoil it. If I don't, I don't. There may or may not be spoilers. This I make these so that I can express myself and yeah. Okay, so in addition to the author saying that this is real, the book that we're about to read, and I'm paraphrasing that part. There's a quote at the beginning of the book, and it's like, um, dragon writers write their own rules. And I'm like, yes! I love that she started the book like that. So events happen. It's a bit not it, okay. So it starts off how it ends in the first book. So we pick up like that, and then something happens big, and okay, hold on, let me scoop back some. So they're second year. So we second years now, okay? We second years. We second year writers, okay? We're second year dragon writers. So we got rank now. All right. We got rank. New characters are coming and crossing over the parapet. All right. We got certain rules, boop, 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 that we're not supposed to help the first year, they not even first years yet. They got to get over the parapet first. Okay. However, before we even get to the parapet, um they got to get back from where they was at. So they get back. Sorengale. Okay, so this year, is it? I think it's just her because of what happened to her last year. She has to learn how to put up her guard, and I'm liking that a lot. And I'm like, okay, so we learning how to shield. Okay, all right. So that's what we doing this year. Okay, we learning how to shield. So we learning how to shield. I'm trying to think. Okay, without giving too much away, but expressing what I want to express. Um, so because Sorengale is not like proficient in shielding herself, she's vulnerable. I mean, let me complete this thought, and then I'm gonna go into this whole thing because the book does continue with that. She's vulnerable, not just to herself, but to the whole uh the any secrets that she done found out about and people that are connected to it. So that's why she has to shield. And she's like, look, I can shield. And they like, all right, because you better shield, because if what happened to you last year happens, we all effed. So, and now she gotta learn one of the 48, is it 48 laws or 44 laws? She gotta learn one of them. Um I kind of want to be mad at her dragon, her oldest dragon, not her youngest dragon, her oldest dragon, because I guess that's the whole theme of this book is half truths. He didn't give her the whole 411, and I'm still waiting on him to clarify that it hadn't come up in the book yet, but I'm thinking maybe he'll, when they get along and things. But it has been time, and he hadn't said um anything about it. But he didn't give her the whole four, what is it called, four uno uno, on a situation that she was facing. He just told her what he told her. He didn't tell her why. He didn't tell her what was going to happen. And I don't know if he knew what was going to happen and didn't tell her. So I don't know. That he kind of, I was like, I don't know, like you ain't want to tell her that, you ain't want to tell her no more of that, you know. I don't know how I feel about that right there, like. And then to act like it's any other day, because she was like, why don't you come to the orientation and stuff like that? And he was like, I ain't for politics and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, you knew what was going to go down because you was warning her, like you already knew ahead of time what was going to go down. And then when the thing popped off, then you like want to hop bad and be like, oh, you can't hurt what belongs to me. And I'm like, man, if you don't get the hell out of here, like, he could have been there from the giddy up and prevented her. I don't know, but he didn't. And it went down how it went down. Now, this thing about dragon riders write their own rules, I kind of feel like the dragon riders, like, can't nobody tell them nothing. And I'm like, do the teachers know how to ride dragons? Like, all the elders, have they ever ridden a dragon? Because if they telling somebody, talking with some bass, I'm gonna need them to take that bass out their throat if they ain't rode no dragon. I'm like, yes, you can't tell no dragon rider nothing. Have you ridden a dragon before? No, you haven't. So that's how I'm feeling about that. Like, yes. Now, the melodies of this and that is that crisscross ain't coming off whack. And for all y'all fellas that don't know, check it out. Um, I don't like that the kingdom is against itself. they are not wanting they got everybody separated, like the writers with the writers, the scribes with the scribes. The writers can't go in the library and read. The scribes can't talk to the writers. They don't want certain members to know about the history. They trying to hide the history. And this is all within the same kingdom. And I'm like, ugh, why are y'all tearing yourselves down within yourselves? And y'all got like, I don't know, 3 or 4 other kingdoms against y'all. They just I don't like it. I ain't like it last year when they was acting like I say last year, but yeah, last year meaning the previous book. When Sorengale was the first year, they treated her like she was a runt and they had to get rid of the runt. Now this year, they acting like well, they still saying the same thing. She a liability. So last year, when she was considered the runt, they call her a liability, and now this second year, they consider her a liability as well. So they just been trying to get rid of her. But at the same time, they own liability because they doing this to their own people. It's kind of like a Hunger Games type of thing where the children have to like volunteer. I don't know. Well, they say they got to volunteer um to go to cross the parapet and learn to ride dragons and all this stuff to fight for the kingdom. At the same time, they literally at each other's throat. Ugh. So I ain't feeling all. I'm not feeling that. Like they got secrets they trying to hide. Or I ain't not trying to hide. They hiding the secrets. Um, Now they got the scribes translating old books and getting rid of the old translations and like I think they're gonna destroy the old translations after they have the books translated, and I'm just like, ugh, ugh. They don't want anybody to know anything they don't know, and then the people that know what they do know, they want to off them. So I'm just like, ugh, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. Like what the fudge for real? I'm on chapter 11. Yeah, I'm in chapter 11. I'm on page I think chapter 11 starts on page well, I don't know. It depends on what copy you have because I see a couple of different copies. Um One copy has 600 and something pages in it, and the copy that I have has 800 and something pages in it. So yeah, the copy that I have, I'm like 139 or something like that. I like the reveal of the young dragon, and I like how this book series has a book cover that reflects the different characters in the book. I'll just leave it like that. I like that. So far, I like how the book starts, like I knew I would, because I really enjoy. Like the beginning of the book is my favorite. That is my absolute favorite part of the book. Is when the author is like giving us the quote for the book, and like, look, this ain't no fairy tale. She don't say that part, but she like, this is real, and I'm like, okay, okay, let's go. Like, I'm following you. Not for real though, but in this book, okay, yeah. I'm gonna be the reader of the book. I'm gonna be like, I gotta look up what that the character on the never ending story, the character that's reading the book, his name might be Mike. I don't know exactly though right now. But I'm him. I'm reading the book now. And I be yelling too. I be like, Atreyu! Um, because I was trying to tell Sora Gale to shush when she had got back. I was like, shh. I was like, oh, don't. And then I remember, and she reminded me, dragon riders write their own rules, and I was like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing. So, pardon me for trying to hush you up, because hey, let's stand in it. 10 pounds down. That's what you stand on. Hey, I'm standing with you. Let show me, Dragon Rider. Okay. hmm Show me. Come on. That's right. Ain't no backing down. Not when you know. Not when you riding dragons. Hey, what? How you ain't no human gonna scare you if you riding dragons. You gotta face a dragon and whatever else she gotta face. Ain't no way you backing down from a human. Mm-mm. So before Soren Gale showed me what it is and what it's gonna be, I was like, shh, girl, shh. And then she stayed and she stood and she was like, stop talking like I'm not here and talk to me. And I was like, oh, mm, you heard what she said. uh, I was like, whoop, okay, we in this. We're all in this together, and it's sure. Okay, let's go. So that's about where I'm at. That's all. That's about all that I can announce. Yeah. That's the whole just summary of what I've read from the beginning to chapter 11. Thumbs up. Thank you for your participation in the chat. I did watch Cat Williams stand up called Last Report. And um just FYI. I felt like I needed to watch it again, but I hadn't watched it again yet. Um, I took a break from detangling my yarn and crocheting. I might get back to it today. I have made available the Ask Formation app and the Ask Formation PDF. I guess I should put that in if I hadn't. I think I might need to put PDF in the title. It's in the description, like the summary of the item. I don't know if I put PDF in the title just by memory just now. But yeah, I made both of those available um on Buy Me a Coffee. Also some new blogs are up. There'll be some more coming. I got some more I got some more posts coming, like gallery posts. Some gallery posts, um a blog series. I started a new blog series. So there'll be some more, a new post series. I got a couple, actually a few series going on. So new blog series has popped off. Thank you to all of you who have viewed my blogs and posts. Um, in my Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know if you have viewed my posts and blogs and such in my Ko-fi, because I don't see view counts for the individual posts. I only see like the summary. So I did get like over 200 uh visit visitors uh to my coffee shop on Friday. So that's what I saw on my summary. Now for my Buy Me a Coffee, I saw some views, some items being viewed as far as like my blog goes and my posts. You guys can show that you all were there by um, clicking the heart. To show that you are supporting my creativity. You guys can click the heart, the thumbs up, and share and comment. I've left the comments on. So you got several ways that you can show your support even before supporting financially. So there's 4 ways, at least 4 ways you can show your support. You can like the post, share the post, uh, and support the post financially, which would be supporting me. So thank you all. So one of my big posts that I posted earlier this morning was something that I had been working on for uh, educational purposes. Um, for anyone who needed such information, I chose to research information and thus fill in the gaps from what I saw needing to be divulged. Uh, and in doing so, I have created a series beginning with the blog that I've already shared, um, for my Fresh Start series. I have a couple of more blogs. I have one more blog, no, one more post, and on that series, I'm kind of hesitating because I got two more posts. One, putting the APB out on a new house, and for my last post on that series, it'll be um, congratulations on receiving said new house. Hey. So with the information series, I have about, I don't know, maybe 3 posts off the top of my head. So there is a follow button, I think, in my shops, so that you guys can stay tuned and know when I post in my shops and make products available. Um, and you can set it up to receive notifications. I can notify the supporters whenever I uh, go to publish a, blog, and let you all know um, that the blog is up and ready to go. For this blog, it's not just a read. I've made it interactive for journal prompts. I added journal prompts to it so that if you needed uh, um, guidance, uh, those journal prompts would be efficient, to guide you on your way. Um, And I did share my meditation app once again. Um, but I say once again because I have shared it other places. Well, this time I shared it in my shops. So I shared it in my Buy Me a Coffee shop and I shared it in my coffee shop. So it's made available. You guys can join me in the meditation app. And get your meditation on. I'll probably be sharing a playlist like that as well. Because I really enjoy my coffee shops being like, I liken it to a bookstore. Um, okay, so if you go in a physical bookstore, a lot of them have coffee shops inside. And that's how I liken my online coffee shops. I liken them to a bookshop. Um, and I do have books in my coffee shop, so that's why I'm liking it like that. So yeah, I have bookshops in my coffee shop. I even have coffee in there. I did link a coffee in there. Uh, I think it's a mushroom coffee. It's been a while now since I added it, but I figured since it's a quote unquote coffee shop that I'd add coffee to it. I got the books, I got the coffee, and I figured that my coffee shops would be a great place to share um, what's helped me uh, throughout uh, on a day-to-day basis. So meditation. Uh, Soon I'll share my music apps. However, you do not have to wait for that. That is available here on my Linktree app, on my Linktree link. So is my meditation. So all of this is all readily available. You do not have to wait. It's already available um, on my Linktree app, on my Linktree link. My app is available, and I'm like, yay! I finally now y'all had to wait on that. If you didn't want to wait, you had to go to my Kofi. Um, you don't have to wait anymore. It's available in my Buy Me a Coffee, my app, and the PDF. I gotta see if I wrote PDF in the title. I know I did it. I know I put it in the description, I think. I gotta go check that. For some reason, I'm like, because in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is the PDF. I know I wrote PDF somewhere. I just, I'm gonna double check that. Because, because, excuse me. One of them is a PDF. One of them is an app. It's the same thing, but with the PDF, you get download stickers. The PDF. Um, and I just really chose to bundle that together like that. And I don't think I wrote bundle. I didn't write bundle for that, but it's a PDF cards, printable, downloadable cards. My copy of the cards, I haven't printed them out myself, because I don't have a printer at the moment. Um, but I use them digitally. I read them digitally. So you can read them digitally. You can print them with the PDF, and the PDF comes with stickers that you can print and cut out and use for journaling. Uh, so that's how that goes. With the app, for those who support the app, uh, will be supporting the app to uh, going mobile. When I get supporters on the app, I will uh, make it mobile. Right now, it's a web browser app. So yeah, it does great. It looks great. Um, I made it to where you can make your own cards. I I wouldn't mind us sharing like the type of cards that we make, because I have made some cards uh and I'm I, I think I think my version of the app is mine. I don't know if I don't think it shares across to your copy of the app unless I go in and add what I've created with my copy to the published copy. I think you just get the first set that I've created. Not sure how that works at the moment. I think I think it I can make my own individual cards, and you can make your own individual cards. But what I wouldn't mind is for us to come together and um, share the cards. Like, okay, you made this type of card. I made this type of card. Let's share it, and I can put your cards in my app, and you can do the same, vice versa. And probably a place we could do that is the coffee shop. Um, in the comments under the app. That'll probably be a great meetup place. I have made like two different card uh two different groups of cards at least. I think I made three. And I'm really enjoying like the messages, the positive energy, reinforcement of the positive mindset concepts of the cards that I've created. And yeah, so made that available. So it's not a requirement for you to share your cards that you create. I just thought it would be cool if you chose to share uh any additional positive mindset affirmation cards, and perhaps other people would benefit from any of those concepts, and we could share alike in the comment section of the app. I think that'll be a great meetup place in the coffee shop. Uh, yeah. And I made it like a game, like a memory game. You don't have to play it like that. Um, I just thought it was a cool concept to treat it like a game. Um, a lot of the cards that I've made available for myself and you alike, uh, I don't recall all of the wording on the card. So when it comes to the game aspect, uh, if I want to, how I choose my options is, um, if I would like to hear it again, I'll choose that I want to remember it, or that I need to recall it again. If I'm good on that, like if I kind of understand the concept, I'll I'll be like, I'm good. So you got different options to choose from, and uh, it's more so of getting yourself in the mindset of the positive affirmation, uh, focus more than getting the wording right, because I'm like, I I made it, but when I went through the app, as I was at when I had finished making it, I was like doing the flip through of the cards, and I was just like, I don't recall the whole wording of the card, but I'm feeling it. Or uh I would like to hear it again. I would like to be reminded of this more. So, depending on how I'm feeling about the concept, that's how I chose my answer. Like, if I was good on the concept, I'm really feeling it, then I chose good, or the other option. If I didn't grasp the concept uh, as well, and I would like to be reminded of it more, I chose that it was hard. So yeah, that's how I went with the game aspect of it. Not necessarily trying to remember the wording of the card. That's not my focus. It's like getting the wording of the card is not the focus. All right. Getting the or feeling, I should say, the feeling the feeling good about the message on the card is more my focus. So if I'm feeling good about the message, like, yes, this is a great message, yay, like, I got it. Yes, okay, good. This is good. I think you'll see it, when you go to see the app, you'll be like, okay. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for chatting in the chat. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome. Thank you for participating in the chat. Uh, thumbs in, thumb up the live stream. Hi everyone. Thumbs up and share. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Yay! Thank you all for your participation and enjoying the videos and the shorts. And thank you all for your commenting. Thank you all so much for helping grow the channel. Your support is appreciated. And as you can hear, I am doing better. My nose has stopped burning. Um, I'm doing excellent on detangling my yarn. I just about got it all detangled. Um, that's how that's going. I just about got all of it detangled. I got like 2 more colors to detangle, from yellow to green or yellow to turquoise. I gotta get that detangled, and that's it. I've done a lot. I've done a lot of detangling this past last week. I think I took 2 days off from detangling the yarn. So yesterday I took off, and then like the other day I think I took off. So yeah, I did a lot of detangling. Um, I do have some buttons to put on my crop sweater, so I'll probably do that soon. Uh, it has to be washed. Um, I did get my Barnett blanket cardigan out and available. Uh, I don't know if the weather is gonna dip when I go out for a walk. Um, but I do have my sweater available. I don't know. The weather might dip again when I go out for a walk. It could dip between now and in summer. So got it out. My Killer Clowns from Outer Space themed cardigan is out, and I may be tying up those ends that need to be tied up. And that sweater, that cardigan, I got some color changing ends to tie off in the sleeve. I got a few rows to tie that off. And So yeah, those are my updates on my crochet. And I mentioned my Barnett yarn cardigan because I did say I mentioned it like the last two times I had went walking and the temperature had dipped and I was like, oof, I sure wouldn't mind my cardigan right about now. And I didn't have it out and I was letting you guys know that I needed to get it out of storage. So got it out of storage. But yeah, the last two times I went walking, I didn't take a coat and then um as the sun began to set, um the temperature had dropped and I was like, burr. So I was like, oof, let me get my cardigans ready. Um, hey, hey. All right. Have a great day. Have a beautiful day. Toodaloo, and thank you so much for stopping by. You didn't have to, but you did it. Thanks. Uh, life is so magical. I'm hearing the birds. I'm hearing the birds outside. And yesterday I saw a video with some birds out at their bird feeders and I put that on after I put on a crystal harp with a waterfall with a beach setting. After that went off, I saw the bird feeder videos, the bird feeder video, so I clicked on it and I had that play for like the rest of the day. Like it was so cool to see the different color birds um come to the bird feeders. The bird feeders were like different colors, like one was blue, one was red. I don't know what the other color was. It was three bird feeders. It might have been yellow. I don't know exactly right now because I'm not looking at it. But yeah, it was different kinds of birds that came to the bird feeder. Um, there was red birds and yellow birds and blue birds, and I know they all have, their own names, and they all have their own names, right? Like, so whatever, but it was cool to see them. They were so cute and beautiful and colorful, and there was the bird that has the brown on top, and then it had like red on the chest, and then it was like red birds that had the red feathers sticking up on the back and with the black on their face. Ugh, it was so many birds, and um then there were bluebirds, and it was cool to see like what they were doing and what houses they went in. So like at one point, like a red bird went into the red house. I'm guessing it was like a feeder or how bird house. Maybe they were just feeders. I don't know if they were feeders slash bird houses. I don't know. Maybe. But it was cool to see them doing the different things. And then at one point, the red bird, um, like one of the red color birds that went into the red house, at one point, one of them went into the blue house. And then there were like um, yellow looking birds, but they had like brown looking spots on them. It was a group of them. And then it was a lot of them. And then there were a group of redbirds. I just enjoyed watching them throughout the day. I actually went to sleep on listening listening to the birds, listening to the video and watching the video. I did get some rest yesterday listening to them, listening to and looking at the birds and uh enjoying them. Like I got a front row view um of the birds at the bird feeder. And then at one point in time there were like some little baby birds, and they were like green looking. I saw one green looking bird. He had like kind of green on his back, but his head was yellow. So yeah, I let that rock all day. That was like maybe my first time um seeing a bird video like that. I have seen like guinea pig videos where well, not necessarily guinea pig videos, but guinea pig live streams. I watched I've I've watched some guinea pig live streams before, and they be so cute and sometimes funny. Watching what the guinea pigs do, they be running on those spinny things. Um, the ones I be watching. Well, I've watched. I don't watch them anymore at the moment. But yeah, the birds were enjoyable. Maybe I'll share them on the community tab. Um, I did see Captain Planet is supposed to be arriving for streaming. So, and before I saw that Captain Planet is going to be available for streaming, I saw that a lot of like uh cartoon shows were going to be available for streaming on Tubi now. And so I'm like, okay, let and this what I'm saying in my mind. I'm saying it out loud now. Let Rainbow Bright, have a turn. Like let Rainbow Bright have a turn, a streaming turn. I wouldn't mind watching Rainbow Bright. Whether Rainbow Bright becomes available for streaming or not, it is on my list to watch, even if I have to get the DVD set. I think I saw a DVD available on Amazon. So whether or not it's going to be available for streaming, it's on my list. Like I said, if I have to get the DVD, I'll get the. You know what? I'll do both. Whatever. I'm gonna watch Rainbow Bright. So whether it's for stream during, but yeah, But I see it. uh, I'm ready to see Rainbow Bright because hey, she is so cute. And when I went to see her again, like I looked her up and saw an image of her, and I say she looked like a little baby Sailor Moon. And I wouldn't mind watching Sailor Moon as well, but there are so many Sailor Moons now. I don't know where to start. I'd have to research which one came first or something before I start watching Sailor Moon. Uh, but yeah, I'm interested. Like I was like, I, I was, I've been living as Rainbow Bright. Like I'm one of the Rainbow Brights. Like, oh my goodness. Like literally, like I'm creating stars, like moonbeam, and maybe the creator of the video tutorial that I follow, maybe she would agree that she's Rainbow Bright as well because she's created so many stars as well. But I really just got a kick out of seeing the episode that is available here on YouTube of Rainbow Bright when I looked it up and I saw Moonbeam creating uh the stars in the sky and she wanted to add some more gold to the moon. I just was like, oh, she's so adorable. And then seeing Rainbow Bright and her horse on their journey, I just was like, oh, I was thinking, I was thinking, why didn't Rainbow Bright? See, I don't know too much about Rainbow Bright because I was busy being Rainbow Bright. But I was thinking, why don't okay, so when Rainbow Bright was on her journey with her horse and she needed to get to Moonbeam, why didn't she just create a rainbow from where they were to where they had to get and then walk across the rainbow. Um, but I don't know. I don't know why she didn't do it that way. I don't know the concept of her rainbow. Like like how Care Bears, if you've seen Care Bears or do that, they'll do that with their rainbow. Like if they got to get from one place to another, they'll create a rainbow and go across the rainbow. So I'm kind of getting her mixed up with, I'm mixing her up between Care Bears and her rainbow. I don't know exactly how she uses her rainbow abilities um, at the moment, but I thought she projected her rainbow. It come out like a star and then goes out, but I guess she doesn't create a bridge with her rainbow. I don't know. Um, like the Care Bears. So when I watched her, I was just like, why she don't create a bridge rainbow like, but I guess that's a Care Bear thing. That's not a Rainbow Bright thing. And I like I like the intro of Rainbow Bright and her mission. And I was just like, yes, so beautiful. Um, so yeah, that's just the summary. I did make it available on the community tab, so you can see what I'm talking about. Wow, it's already been an hour. Okay, I need to take an intermission and it'll be a short one. And I'm back. Who's Brent? Now, Care Bears is available for streaming, and there's actually like a a, a few different ones. I have seen the Care Bears. I don't know if I watched the whole series. I don't think I watched the whole series. I think I paused it after a few episodes. However, I did enjoy the movie, one of the movies, because I think they got a couple of movies. I enjoyed um the one with Dark Heart. I don't know if there's two of them, but the one that I'm referring to is the one where they go to camp, um, and Dark Heart goes to the camp. That's the one I seen, and I bring it up because I not too long ago watched it. Like I think I watched it earlier this month. I think early ear- early March or either late February. If I didn't watch it early March, I watched it late February and really enjoy the Care Bears because they care. They're like, we care. And I just like, ugh, I love it. And oh, if you hadn't seen it, I was just about to spoil it. I was just about to spoil it. I was just about to spoil it because one of my favorite parts. But um I love the Care Bear cousins. The I think his name my one of my favorite ones is Braveheart. I think that's his name. Boy, he be ready to go, boy. He just be stepping out there. Um so yeah, they had the Care Bears had to call on the Care Cousins, and they have a mission as well, and Rainbow Bright has a mission as well. My mission was like similar to Rainbow Bright's mission. I also like the Care Bears mission as well. They got the care meter where they be like monitoring the care in the world, and they the movie is kind of interactive if you want to participate, if you participate. And you know, if you want to join in and say, we care, we care. I just be like, yes, we care. Oh my goodness. Love it. So yeah, um, after Rainbow Bright finished her mission, I think she might have turned into strawberry shortcake and started baking some baked goods. And I may do the same thing. Wait, before okay, what did I say? Did I say she changed? No, I said she turned into strawberry shortcake. The other time I said she changed her hair. She dyed her hair and started making baked goods. I may be doing the same thing. I have been looking at some baked goods, and they look so beautiful. I did share that in December, in the December live streams, a lot of the baked goods that I saw available via the at-home chef. She showed a lot of baked goods to make that you can make and gift to family and friends. Um, there's another person that I've seen share baked good recipes as well called Kitchen Tool. I think that's his name, Kitchen Tool. And he shares a lot of uh recipes. He shares how to make sodas, different kinds of sodas, different flavor sodas, candy canes, my favorite uh flavor candy canes, uh uh plenty baked goods, uh all kinds of stuff. He shares that, and as well as, so those are my two references for baking. At the at-home chef, she has a an app available that I've downloaded, I've installed, and I saved one of her fudge recipes, um because I do enjoy some fudge, specifically white chocolate fudge. So I have pinned some recipes as well on Pinterest of white chocolate fudge, different kinds. So yeah, I might be getting into my strawberry shortcake uh costume soon. Dye my hair red like Rainbow Brightly. I don't know what color. Red. We got blonde, we got pink, we got all kinds of fun colors to enjoy along with our baked goods, um, and recipes that we can create. The at-home chef has showed how to make like different types of breads at home without a bread maker. There's a couple of people that show how to make different kinds of breads without a bread maker. Just um, ingredients and an oven. And the kitchen tool, he showed how to make a pretzel. Either him or the at-home chef or both of them have showed how to make a pretzel at home, like the soft baked pretzels. So I am enjoying that. Also garlic knots. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I have shared a lot of those recipes like in the month of December, from infused oils, from the at home chef. Um, you name it. I mean, it's available. She had a 12 days of Christmas going on, and after that I think she continued sharing the recipes. Um And before that, she was sharing Thanksgiving recipes. So I'm glad she continued sharing those recipes. Like I said, I've saved a lot of those to make myself when I get into my strawberry shortcake costume. Right now, I'm finishing up my rainbow bright sleeve. I said this wasn't rainbow bright for the longest. I was like, this not rainbow bright. That's not rainbow bright. And now I've just accepted it. Um, the yarn color that I'm using to create my star top is called Rainbow. Um, so let me tell you the uh bit of a faux pas that I did that could have uh uh not made my crochet top wearable. I didn't fasten off my second panel, my second star panel. I uh I, I continued where I was. So I continued as though I was gonna do another row for the star panel. So I moved. Okay, so I was at that point where you chain up three. When you see the pattern, you know what I'm talking about. So I slip stitch to that stitch, and so that's where I connected both tops at that stitch instead of the stitch that the tutorial shows to connect to. Like that was like one, two, maybe three stitches that I skipped that could have made my top unwearable. I did try it on. I was able to get my arm through the sleeve that I've created. It's pretty close though. There ain't no wiggle room. And I was like, ooh, that was like the pattern is pretty perfect. Like there's no need to adjust the pattern. Um I just went on ahead and did it the way I did it because I didn't fasten off the second panel like uh the tutorial tells you to. And I almost made my top unwearable, Lord. Mm, mm, mm. So now I gotta do the other sleeve like I did the first sleeve so that they can be congruent. But yeah, I need, for my next top, I need to go ahead and fasten that off and then reconnect my yarn where the tutorial says to connect the yarn so that it could be some wiggle room in the sleeve. Uh, so yeah, I did tell you guys that I was gonna update that. That's what I did. That's what I did. So Mm. I was like, ooh, wee. Mm. I'm glad I was able to put my arm through it because mm, I don't know what I would have did. I guess I'm glad. I was like, okay, I need to stick to the tutorial because um, yeah, I'll stick to the tutorial in the next um thingies in the next tops that I make. Cause boy, that was about an inch, maybe yeah, about an inch and a half that I cut off. Not cut off. I didn't cut it off, but like I from where I started, that was pretty significant spacing. And like I said, there's no wiggle room for my arm. And had I followed the tutorial, I would have had wiggle room for the arm. uh, so yeah, her tutorial is perfect. I did share it on the community tab. Okay, so I've started untangling my yarn. It's just about completely untangled. And then sometime after this live stream, I'm gonna try and go 2 hours. Um, I'll do my post for the day. Sometime between now and later on. I want to try and get my first post out sooner than later, though. So I may work on that. We'll see. Because, boy, if I start untangling this yarn, and that's what I wanted to mention as well. Like, untangling the yarn is part of the process. Like it's just automatic. Like if you gotta untangle some yarn, it's just part of the process now. Like you don't have yarn to tangle. I mean yarn to, but then if the yarn becomes tangled, untangling the yarn is part of the process now. Like so I have been enjoying untangling the yarn and enjoying it as part of the process. Like, okay, I gotta, you know, pause from crocheting and detangle the yarn. Now, did I crochet as much as I could while untangling the yarn? Yes, I sure did. But then when it got to a point where I just I just had to stop crocheting and uh put more focus on detangling the yarn. Detangling the yarn, I was like, well, I guess I'm detangling the yarn now. So I put on some movies, I put on some music, and I detangled yarn for hours, 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 hours and days. Of course, I did sleep eventually, but yeah, I did detangle, detangle. So while I was detangling, I had on some music so that I can enjoy the process of detangling the yarn. Um, I didn't mind it. Um, I had my crochet hook whenever like a knot would try and form to untangle that. Also, I had a pencil, a sharpened pencil that I would use um, during a lot of those uh, points where like knots would be forming if I pulled a certain way. So I avoided pulling a certain way, and I would utilize the pencil tip to open up the knot to untangle the yarn. I think there were maybe one time where I created a knot because I pulled the incorrect way. Um, but yeah, I'm proud of myself for enjoying the process. I smiled, seeing the colors change, smile with my progress. There was one time I did pop the yarn when I pulled on the yarn where I thought I could pop a knot out. Like sometimes you get those slip knots, and I thought it was a slip knot. So I tried to pull it, and when I pulled it, it wasn't a slip knot. I had created a knot, and I was like, "Oops, that wasn't a slip knot. Now I have a knot." So I just pulled it and popped the yarn and retied it together. I was like, "Okay, simple as that." retied together. Yay! And that was at the yellow part, the yellow color. So for the most part, for the whole part, there are no color controls. I'm just crocheting how the yarn flows and the color changes the color the color changes flow. Um so yeah, for this top I didn't do any color control. Um I like how the colors are flowing. So I'm keeping the colors in the original color pattern of the stripes that they came in. Because that did cross my mind. I was like, I could, uh, you know, cut at the tangles and reconnect, like try and cut the tangles out and then reconnect the yarns. But I was like, do I re? I was thinking like, do I reconnect them like out of order? I didn't want to connect the yarn colors out of order of how it came. So because I am enjoying the rainbow effect of the yarn, the rainbow striping of the yarn. So I am detangling it. Uh, and leaving it in its original color order. And that's how that's going. Let's see, are we at 2 hours yet? Almost. I need another intermission. And we'll be out of here in about 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. I'll be back after this short intermission. right, we're coming to the closing of the show. We got a few minutes though. Do thumbs up. Thank you all for chatting in the chat and participating and making the channel what it is. Thank you for your interaction when you guys get a chance to. Thank you for subscribing and liking what I presented. uh, the blog that I do have available now, where I've created a series from, I have studied the topic, uh, source, uh, what do you call, is it called? Yeah, well, I wanna label it something, but course study, um, maybe labels aren't important necessarily. So, but yeah, it has been a course study. Um, so like I said, I think you can follow these shops. My blog, no, my Buy Me a Coffee and my Kofi, so that you can be in the now. Now, I don't know if I have, I don't know if I have any new followers on in my shops. I hadn't seen uh that information displayed. I'm thinking I'll get notifications showing if I have, or when I get new followers. I am getting views though. I get views and visitors. I see views and I see visitors on the shop. Um, so yeah. Other ways you guys can show your presence is by liking, sharing, and supporting. I do have something else that I've been working on. Um, it's in my draft, and I had came up with a title earlier today. Um, as I had shared my meditation app, and shortly after that, I went to sleep, and I think I recall what that title is. I think like I'm like, what was that title again? But I think it's as simple as the name of my blog. Something to that effect. Like it's like I did my best to keep the momentum going by sharing my app, my meditation app. So yeah, it's in the facility. It's in a flight holding pattern at the moment for the something else that I'm working on. It's like okay, like yeah, but yeah, that's just a bit of background brainstorming. Other than that, guys, everything is up and ready for your perusal. If not your particular taste, it's share it with someone who you think may benefit from or with my product. Maybe who you know your audience that you share it with may um, like it if it's not particularly for you. You may share it and someone else um, will be able to utilize it. We made it! Woohoo! Woo! 202. We did it. We did it. Yay! We made it to 2 hours on the live stream. Now, if you didn't get here within the 2 hours, you wanna what? You wanna stroll in after we've been live for 2 hours? Uh, you can pawn the replay. I'll be working on my or yeah, I'll be working on my fresh start. I mean it's already started. I'll be continuing my fresh start. Anyone who leaves me a voice message can do so. Uh, I did change my voicemail to um, reiterate the message of me beginning a fresh start and how you can be part of that. If you don't hear that message from the number you contact me on, I hadn't figured out how to update that voice message, but the ones that I know how to update have already been updated. So that's my new voicemail. For those of you that don't hear that message, I have made posts, and there'll be another post sometime today sharing that information on my fresh new start that I've started and is continuing. And I'll also let you all know when uh, the celebration has begun on my new place. I'm already celebrating. I'm already. I'm gonna make it official though. I'm gonna make a post and let you all know. Celebrate good times. Come on. Well, like I said, I'm already celebrating, so you can already celebrate too. Fresh start is something to celebrate. I already did it. You know, you know. Then what I go? I was just thinking about it, and then I did it. So that's how I go. So I'm celebrating the steps. Like I was talking about detangling the yarn. I'm enjoying the process of it all, enjoying the now of it all. So as you can see, my voice is leaving the building. I am gonna go on and follow it. My voice was like, okay now, okay, you did 2 hours. My voice is making a break for it, literally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love, love, love.